Welcome to What Is, the show that explores the fascinating, the familiar, and sometimes the downright baffling. Today, we're tackling a creature that's as American as apple pie, and about as likely to end up on your dinner table. That's right, folks, we're asking the age-old question, what is a turkey? Now, when most people hear turkey, their minds immediately jump to Thanksgiving, a centerpiece of roasted goodness, surrounded by stuffing, mashed potatoes, and that gravy boat that's always just a little too small. But a turkey is so much more than its culinary destiny. Scientifically speaking, the bird we call a turkey belongs to the genus Meleagris. The two most common species are the wild turkey, Meleagris gallipuvo, found across North America, and the ocellated turkey, Meleagris ocellata, which calls the Yucatan Peninsula its home. For our purposes today, we're mostly talking about our North American friend. The one with the impressive fan dance and the voice that sounds like a leaky faucet trying to sing opera. Let's start with its appearance. Turkeys are large birds, and the males, called toms, are particularly striking. They boast iridescent plumage, shimmering with bronze, green, and copper hues. But the real showstopper is the snood, that fleshy, often brightly colored appendage that hangs from the turkey's forehead down over its beak. And then there's the wattle, the fleshy flap of skin hanging from the throat. These aren't just for decoration, folks. Their color can actually change depending on the turkey's mood. Think of it as a feathered mood ring, but with more gobbling. And speaking of gobbling, that's their signature sound. A tom turkey's gobble is a complex vocalization used for attracting mates and asserting dominance. It's a sound that echoes through forests and fields, a declaration of turkeyhood. But they can also make a variety of other noises, from clucks to purrs, and even a strange, almost spooky, rattling sound. Now, you might think of turkeys as just, well, birds. But they're surprisingly intelligent. Studies have shown they can recognize human faces, remember locations, and even get into sophisticated social hierarchies within their flocks. They're not just pecking around aimlessly. They've got plans, probably involving finding the best grubs and avoiding anything that resembles a chef's hat. Wild turkeys are omnivores. They'll happily munch on seeds, berries, insects, and small vertebrates. They're pretty adaptable, able to thrive in forests, grasslands, and even agricultural areas. This adaptability is part of what allowed them to survive and even thrive across much of the continent. The history of the turkey is as rich as its feathers. Native Americans domesticated the turkey thousands of years ago. It was an important food source and part of their culture. When European settlers arrived, they encountered this magnificent bird and, recognizing its value, brought it back to Europe. There's actually a bit of a curious naming convention here. When the bird was introduced to Europe, it was mistakenly associated with the merchants who traded in guinea fowl, which were also sometimes called turkey cocks because they came from the east via Turkey. So, the bird we call a turkey actually got its name from a misunderstanding involving trade routes and really chatty birds. It's like calling a croissant a French bread puff because you bought it from someone named Francois. A bit convoluted, but here we are. And then there's the matter of their famous strut. A tom turkey will fan out his tail feathers, puff up his chest, and strut around, looking like he's about to win a poultry pageant. This display is all about impressing the ladies. Of course, it's a display of health, vigor, and general turkey fabulousness. These days, while the wild turkey reigns supreme in nature, domesticated turkeys have been bred for their meat. They're generally larger, with broader breasts and less of the wild, feisty spirit. This is the turkey that graces our holiday tables, a testament to its long relationship with humans. So, what is a turkey? It's a creature of striking beauty, a complex communicator, a surprisingly clever bird, and a symbol of American wildlife. It's a bird that has journeyed from the ancient forests of North America to our dinner plates, its history intertwined with human civilization. It's a gobbler, a strutting performer, and a feathered enigma. And that's our look at the fascinating world of turkeys. If you enjoyed this dive into what is, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more explorations into the things that make our world remarkable. Got a suggestion for our next what is? Let us know in the comments below. See you next time.